Hello everybody, Quartermaine's Books. I'm GJ Quartermaine. Today I'm going to be reading a short excerpt from my book, Gateway to Gandamak. The book's narrated by somebody called The Traveller. This is he talking. If the traveller be firm and correct as he ought to be, there will be good fortune. I'm quoting from the Yi Ching, the Chinese Book of Changes. The bloody sun rises. Morning mist clears slowly. It'll be cool today, though this is just the early autumn in northern India. I seem obliged to fight when it's cold. At Hastings, I suppose it was warm enough. But in the final battle at Gandamak, cold as death. The Atlantic is freezing too when the Nazi Enigma code breaks at Bletchley, and the weather is unseasonably cold on the June night that Alan Turing dies. This present battle is at the dawn of a civilization that will eventually draw in the family that I come to know well. Just as I have the Pandavas and the Kauravas now assembled at Kurukshetra to murder each other. What is about to occur now is at a much earlier time in human history than the heroic last stand of the 44th Regiment of Foot, and before this story properly starts on another golden October day near Hastings in England. I dodge around in time and space. Bear with me. All these conflicts and other interactions with humans are part of a game. Well, how do I explain this? If you buy into Stephen Wolfram's notion that the universe, the one you believe you're in, is a computation, or Nick Bostrom's ideas about a simulation, you might scratch the surface of what all this is about. If you guess the purpose of the game, you'll be disappointed. My purpose differs from yours as much as yours does from a rock. The stone does have a purpose, but perhaps not one easily discernible within your frame of reference. You might say that purpose is the force that drives us all. The green fuse, says the Welsh bard Dylan Thomas. And so in Frankfurt of the 1800s, pontificates a famous German philosopher to his pet poodle, Butts. Yes, seriously, the poodle is called Butts. Trust me, observing the game is as enjoyable as figuring out why it's played. I've chosen to give you a slice of the game. It's the perspective of one member of an English family, James Quartermaine, who I meet seemingly by chance when I opt out of the game for a well-earned rest. No peace for the wicked. Who am I? Right now, do you mean? Standing here as the glitter of the Kauravas army comes through the fog, elephants hulking, looming grey and surprisingly fast moving, chariots grumbling forwards, conches and kettle drums, tabors, drums, and cow horns blaring. I'm Krishna, the charioteer for the Lord Arjuna, general of the Pandavas. And now I notice the colour is draining from his face. Damn! He'll need a good talking to if we're going to get through this in one piece. When is this, you ask? It'll soon be a very nasty 8th of October, 920 BC. You'll find out that time and space are not what you think. At least not to me, they're not. You can know me as the traveller. And as for what I am, if you play video games, I'm an avatar, Of what? Of whom? Aha, what do I do? Play the game when necessary. Right now seems to be a time for that. Otherwise, I enjoy myself as much as possible. I travel and observe what you lot do. And I tell stories. Why? Butts's owner, the poodle Butts, Arthur Schopenhauer, reflects on why. But sorry, this explanation of my reason will be sufficient for now. The rest is part of the story. Meanwhile, excuse me, this fool Arjuna here, mumbling himself into an agony of indecision, must get a grip of himself before an arrow takes him out. You and I will meet again along the road, if you open the gate. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe. Thank you.